Hello my dear friends, I'm Sanne and I'm back with another beauty video, and today I'm gonna create a spring inspired floral look for you. It's gonna be this look. I feel really pretty in it and it's gonna be real cute to create. Maybe something for spring, maybe you have like a spring themed party, maybe for Easter or something like that, or you just want to look like a garden fairy on a day-to-day basis. Then this is the tutorial for you. So yeah, if you want to see me transform myself into a little garden fairy, then do keep on watching and let's quickly get into this tutorial. Okay, I'm just gonna start with my base makeup this time, so let's get into that. I have been struggling a lot with my skin recently. It was because of my little surgery, like I was all over the place, so I didn't do my skincare for a few weeks, and my toxic trait is thinking that after I haven't done skincare for 3 weeks and my skin is all messed up, that I can just wear moisturizer for one day and it's all good. But that's not how it works, sadly. So I'm still working on my skin. So I'm gonna use a primer for once because I never use primers, and I do want to do a bit of foundation. This is the Essence Wanna Be My Honey Luminizing Primer. But yeah, because I barely ever wear foundation, I also barely ever wear primers, so that's why we're doing this today for like the first time in forever. Also, don't mind my nail. That is where I got my surgery and it's looking a tiny bit gross right now. Okay, so I do want to do some kind of like base a tiny bit, just lightly. So I'm going into my Burrito Cica Clearing BB Cream, which is a bit of a strange shade for me, but I just love like lightly wearing that, mostly on like my cheeks, chin and forehead, just a tiny bit, just to kind of even out my color a bit, but not much more than that. And it is a bit too dark for me, so I really have to lightly work this all around my face. So now I'm gonna go in with my Catrice True Skin Concealer, the one I always use. Just applying that in all the same spots I usually do. I'm just gonna go in with some powder to set this. I'm gonna use the Maximore Compact Powder, which is absolutely on its last straw, but I just need to get through this stupid powder. Okay, so for this look I want to do a bit of a mix of two blush shades, just to get a bit of a gradient kind of vibe. So first of all, I'm going in very lightly, because it's very pigmented, with the e.l.f. Primer Infused Shimmer Blush in the shade Always Hazy, and I'm just gonna be applying that mostly over here. Just a tiny bit on the bridge of the nose. Just a tiny bit. And then I'm going in with the orange shade in my Profusion Glamour face palette. And I'm just applying that a bit more on top of that e.l.f. blush. And I like to go like upwards to my eye a bit. So I have a kind of a tiny bit of a draped effect, but not too much. And I'm just gonna go across the nose a tiny bit again. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this base makeup a bit. And for fixing spray, I'm using the Maximore Makeup Fixing Spray, the long lasting version. They don't have that anymore. They now have just one version that kind of covers all the things that the previous versions did. While the setting spray is still wet, I'm going in with a sponge and a tiny bit of loose setting powder. And I'm just going into the parts that I want to have like matte, that I don't want any shine. So while the rest of the setting spray is drying, I'm just gonna go into my brows, just give them a bit of color and shape. Very important. So I'm going in with my Essence Brow Powder set. Again, I think this is the darkest one, I'm not sure. And I'm going into the lightest shade of those two. And I'm just gonna color in my brow a tiny bit. I'm also going in with my Maximore Eyebrow Gel in the shade Dark Brown, fluffing those babies up a bit. Well, I'm just gonna go into my Root Cosmetics City of Dreamy Lights palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade Virtual, which is a pastel matte green. So I'm just grabbing a fluffy brush, just gonna keep it very casual, because I want the focus to be on the graphic liner portion of this look. So I'm just gonna grab that pastel green. I'm just gonna buff that into my crease. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I just want it to be a nice base to work with. This is a really nice pastel green in my opinion. Of course, pastels take a little bit longer to work with often than other shades because there's just less pigmentation because it's a pastel shade. But this shade, see how easy that goes on. Even like you have to layer a tiny bit, but it doesn't even take that much time and effort to layer it. And I'm just gonna drag that same green shade underneath my eyes as well. So now I do want to add some shimmers on top because shimmers, of course. So first I'm gonna go into the Colourpop Fade Into You palette and I'm gonna go into this shade, Pose, the lighter green shimmer. I'm just gonna lightly dab that kind of onto the center of the lid. I do want to create some dimension, so I'm gonna go in with a different shimmer soon. So I'm not gonna cover the entire lid with this green shade. Okay, so for the final shade, I'm going back into the Root Cosmetics City of Dreamy Lights palette and I'm going into Gold Coin, this bright yellow shimmer over here. I'm just gonna apply that to the inner corner. So that's gonna create a tiny bit of dimension even when using such light shades. I am gonna go in with an eye pencil and I'm gonna use this yellow eye pencil by Max & More. This is in the shade Bright Sunlight. It's from their new this one, the 4 eyeliners, colorful eyeliners set. So I'm just gonna use that on my waterline. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the graphic liner portion of this look, the kind of like difficult portion, but it's still very, very simple in my opinion. For the graphic liner, I'm going into my Grimas face paints. These are water-based face paints. They work exactly the same as water-based eyeliners, or what do you call them, cake liners, and they're just very fun to use. I like them a lot. So I'm gonna go into these and I'm first gonna go into the yellow. Okay, so I've just mixed that up and now I'm going into a little dotting tool. This one I got in a nail art tools set, nail art brush set. You can also just use a brush, but a dotting tool is going to make it easier to get some nice round dots. And I'm just going to go in with that dotting tool and I'm just going to add a few dots in a circular fashion so it looks like a cute little flower moment. Like that. So let me just do a few little yellow ones like that all over the eyes. Okay, so I have some yellow ones going on. Then I'm just gonna add a few more flowers in a few more colors. I'm thinking light pink, a light blue, maybe a purple and maybe an orange, just until I feel like the look looks the way I want it to. So I'm just gonna add a bunch more flowers in exactly the same fashion. And then I'll get right back to you. Okay, I got all the flowers finished. To make it a bit easier for my lash glue to stick to the eyeliner, I'm just gonna go in with a very small brush and that loose setting powder again. And I'm just gonna go on top of those flowers. I do this because my lash glue has a tough time sometimes sticking to this graphic liner. I just want to make sure that it's able to, because we're gonna add a fun little extra thing on top. Okay, so now to add a little bit extra to this look, I'm gonna go in with the dotting tool with a bit of lash glue on it and I'm gonna dot right in the center of a few flowers. Then I'm gonna go and grab myself a very cute little yellowish diamond and just stick that right in the center like that. And that's what I'm gonna do for all the flowers. That's gonna look really cute. So I'm gonna do that for all the flowers now. Okay, all the rhinestones have been added. The little flowers look really adorable. I want to add a bit more dimension to my face, so I'm gonna add a few fake freckles, and for that I'm also using the face paints, but I'm gonna be using the brown shades. And how I do the fake freckles is I just go in with a bit of the brown face paint on a very thin brush and I just kind of randomly dot it all over the place. And then I go in with my finger and kind of dab on top of it, so it gets less opaque and it also kind of moves to more places, so it looks more natural. That's looking really natural, actually. Okay, I really like how these freckles are looking. So I think that's the final thing I'm gonna do with the graphic liner. I think this looks good. I think this looks nice. So I'm just gonna get on to the final steps. So first of all, I'm gonna highlight a bit, and I'm gonna be using the Essence Choose Your Glow palette, and then I'm gonna use the warm toned highlighter in there, which is Major Glow. I'm just putting that on my cheekbones. And I'm just gonna go in with my smaller highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna put that on my nose. Then I'm just gonna put on some mascara, and I'm using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. The normal one, this is the mint one. Okay, let's do some lips. I think I'm gonna go in with my Catrice Plumping Lip Pencil. This is in the shade 10, I'm pretty sure. 10 Understated Chic. This is like a really light neutral pencil. It is just the right color for me. And I did kind of like overline my cupid's bow a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss for once, because I really haven't used this one yet. The Zoeva Powerful Lip Shine in the shade Sing With Me. Let's do that for this one then. And now as a final thing, I think we should stick on a little bit of a lash, you know? Just give it a bit of oomph. So I think I'm gonna be using my LA Splash Cosmetics Phantom Lashes. Okay, and this is the finished look. I feel so pretty. Also, I had my hair cut last week, so it's looking all sorts of fresh again. But yeah, this is the finished look. I feel really, really cute and really, really pretty. And it turned out really good. Like not to toot my own horn or something. Just get you a close-up. Okay, and that was my little springtime inspired makeup look. I'm really happy. I feel very pretty. I'll list all the products I used down below in the description as well, so you can check back and see if you missed anything or if you want to find something. If I have a review on any of it, I'll link the review on my blog as well, so you can check that out as well if you want. This look will also be up on my Instagram, because that's where I post all my makeup looks. So if you want to check out that picture and see if I've already posted, then do check out my Instagram. It's linked down below as well. I post all my makeup looks there, also makeup looks that I don't do on YouTube, so might be interesting for you. If you have any questions regarding this look or you need any tips or anything, feel free to ask. Don't ever be afraid to ask me anything. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, like I mentioned, you can check the description down below for my blog, my Instagram and my gaming channel. So check that out as well if you like. And that's gonna be it for today. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Toodles!